rest in peace, Sharpie out there in DR, who has to deal with Sonics all the time.
Yep.
That matchup's actually horrible because there's literally nothing you can do.
Bro,
But,
I can
like,
look at the CSS screen right now and say, oh man, you're playing this character? I lost. Like, all right, let's go through it real quick. Fox, I lost. Falcon, I lost.
It's
Luigi,
not as bad as
I
you think.
lost. Peach Daisy,
Luigi,
I
you're a little
lost.
bit, yeah. Wait, who?
Peach Daisy.
Off stage, maybe. But I've seen them do pretty good against that.
Young Link, I lost.
Bro, I'm so
Pichu,
sorry, but
I
what's
lost.
with your boy Mute, man? Like, Mute just loses the mid tiers and low tiers.
Bro,
like,
Mute's biggest problem is Mute. Mute knows
like,
that.
like, Mute could be so good, and then, like, a low tier shows up. It's like, all right,
Mute
we'll
knows,
see you
Mute
lose.
knows. Mute knows. Mute when they're playing well, one of the best players in the world.
Absolutely. Like,
when they're
easily
not
one of the most
playing 100%,
on-fire
one of the worst
players
players
in
in the
general. And then all of a sudden, like Instant shows up. And
I don't know how you're just going to come out with that shade out of nowhere on Mute, though.
Because
Yeah,
you were talking about Peach and Daisy.
You literally watched Ling Ling just invalidate Incineroar.
Oh, I definitely do. But here we go, getting into game number one. We got
it's Gen
Little
V.
Mac.
All right.
So we got Gen V with the Mario versus Peanut. You're going to be using that option pretty often, but you got to be careful with how much you use it because that is a very quick option down to shield with the up B. But if you do it too much and you put yourself in free fall, Little Mac has great burst. And speaking of up, he's like, okay, you want to swing on a shield? Fine, I'll do it too.
Yeah, I love the fact that Genevieve has the perfect response to this. It's just like, yeah, I'm not going over there. Going over there gets me hit, and I don't want to be hit.
This is going to be pretty, like, the main thing for this match is Gen V is actually playing it properly. You need to play, like, slow and wait for a whip punish on Peanut. But Peanut understands. He's been playing this character forever. As a specialist, you have to know how to deal with what people's win conditions are against you. They want to push you off stage? Don't let them.
Easier said than done sometimes.
Just don't get hit. Everybody's got a game plan until they get punched in the face, right?
All right. Mike Tyson is correct.
Granted, the big thing right now, though, is that, like, you can see, like, okay, that he actually avoided down tilt because that would have been a very bad spot. But now you have to deal with KO punch because you've been hiding from him. So, Peanut's going to be hunting for, he just
Bigger punish there.
missed
You
that.
gotta
You
have
got
a
a
bigger
huge
punish
nose.
there.
I have no idea how you, dodge that.
No, I'm saying, like, once that KO punch misses, though, like, you have to be able to punish that harder.
True. Yeah, you got to take advantage of the few times that Little Mac gives you because even though Little Mac is a character that inherently is not going to make it back from off stage often, good tech, gets by it. It's a lot harder to gimp him nowadays, too, with people like with Peanut because of that whole down air jump thing that they have going for them now. They actually does a pretty good job of making it back.
It depends on where you're hitting them. Like, you could still, like, just mash on Little Mac off stage sometimes.
Yeah,
like, if they're in, like, this kind of horizontal space next to it, yeah, you're probably fine.
Yeah, you got to be careful with mashing him on shield, though. Oh, that's why.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to watch out for shield. He's going to beat you out with the armor, regardless of the fact that that's an invincible off smash. Like having that happen to you definitely hurts big. There you go, back out of shield. Absolutely.
Yeah. I still think you're making that too complicated, though. Like, just X-Switch that.
I think the main thing is like trying to make sure that he doesn't mistime it so he doesn't get a free spot dodge out of it. Because sometimes people get a little bit scared in that spot and they don't actually time the punish. So back out of shield at least put some deep off stage. But I agree, like he needs to get the early ones where he's at low percents, he needs to capitalize better. He is refusing to get up air strength.
That's one of those things, though, like, I expect pretty soon that those upbees are going to get just absolutely blown up if Peanut keeps this up.
Yeah, like, the biggest thing for Gen V is he needs to capitalize on, ooh, now he has a stock lead. Now things get a little bit rough because, like, okay, that was definitely Angel Platform invincibility coming through right there. But, your jump's gone. Yeah, you got to air dodge down. Oh, you got mixed!
Yeah,
you got mixed. What happened to your ankles? They are gone. Peanut takes that first game.
And that's one of those things, too, is like you feel a little bit more comfortable to let those rip when you have that stock advantage to you. It's just one of those things where, like, there was a couple of occasions in Game 1 where if Gen V had been a little bit more reactionary and a little bit more ready, I feel like he could have snuffed this out faster. But Peanut, unfazed, unbothered, said, yeah, I don't care.
I think the big part of it is the way that Peanut approached it because he wasn't giving Gen V what he was looking for. I think Gen was looking for Peanut to run up a lot more because he tried to play passive. And Peanut said, my buttons on the ground are significantly stronger than yours. So unless you plan to actually platform camp me with a lead, you playing this whole hide away from me game isn't going to work out the way you think it is. So for GENV, he needs to capitalize a lot harder on the opportunities he gets, because if you're not pushing advantage with Mario against Little Mac, you're not winning the game. So he has to find a way to make that work here in game 2. Like you said before, definitely way easier said than done. It's not easy to track down a Little Mac and get those grabs for free, get the big one.
Yeah,
but
well, it's one of those things, too, where it's interesting they started out on Battlefield, because it does allow Peanut that opportunity to kind of center himself and kind of just reassess where he's at. Like, you're not going to see the extended Mario combos where you just get stuck in place and like you have to just be like, oh, I'm on Mr. Toad's wild ride and I'm going across the stage here.
Yep.
Peanut can really just take a step back and go, all right, we're going back to neutral.
One thing that Little Macs do on that stage too is that they up B to the top platform. They use that as an escape. So now here with Small Battlefield, you don't have that same you don't have that same escape option. You actually have to take a hard punish, and because of that, GENV at least got him to 72. He didn't get the fair, but he's actually pushing now.
And that's one of the big things, right? It's like, it's not even so much getting that fair. Like, getting that kind of stock lead early is phenomenal. But the fact that you're now telling Peanut, okay, I'm going to be playing a little more aggressive, I'm going to be playing in your face, and I'm going to push you off stage at every waking opportunity. And now Peanut has to really kind of take that step back, figure out how they're going to use this KO punch, and really take advantage of it.
Oh my God. And that's the fear factor, because you're on top of the platform and disadvantage above Little Mac. You have to guess correctly. Problem is, though, Peanut can react to that. That dash attack is going to put him in a really bad spot. That flood was the most intelligent thing he did there, because if you don't do that, Peanut potentially gets Magnet Hands back to stage there.
Yep.
Ooh. I am so surprised he keeps landing directly on top of Peanut. Like, granted, he got punished really hard with the air dodge away before, but he's got to mix up the landings. So far has a very small deficit, not a huge one, because he could get a combo back easily with Mario on a short hop off there. That's if he even gets a chance to. Oh, goodbye.
And that's one of those things where Peanut recognized that GENV was going above stage over and over and over again. And he says, well, if you're going to keep doing this, I'm going to down smash you. And now, once again, that stopping in place. Let's see where this combo goes.
Oh, he tried to get the down air just like beat him out on the mash. Dude, would you
what?
Bro, wake up DP. Just getting up off the ledge, immediately throwing it out there. He's in a like kind of scary spot to want to press a button like that in the first place, right? Because you assume you're going to get punished. He just did it.
I thought that was the aerial version too. I was like, it's fine.
That really
and then he's
bang,
like, no, wake up.
Where's your chin at?
WUDP, where you at?
Where you at, though? That actually hurt. You know, he had a hard time waking up. There you go. That's quite the wake-up call. But still.
Yeah, you're going to wake up in losers.
That's going to hurt. But, I mean, just in general, like, that's, like, it can't be said enough. The way that, like, Peanut approached that matchup. Right. That is Mario. Mario's really good at pushing you off stage off of just one straight up air or one grab. So it's really easy to usually force that. He refused to let him get it. Nope. And he kept avoiding
even in the transition in game 2, where, I mean, GENV was finally like, okay, I'm going to have these extended combos. I'm going to have everything else in place here. I'm going to really control the tempo. And Peanut was just like, all right, KO punch, down smash, KO punch. It doesn't matter if you have a stock, if you have a percentage lead. I don't care.
Yeah.
I have a win condition, and it's better than yours.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a majority of, like the annoyance of trying to